Check. Is this thing on? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'm a little overzealous here. If I can get, I can't even reach it. I have to bring it down. Hold on one second. Feel myself a little overextended there. Not too far down. That makes sense. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Still too bright, just too bright. Anyway, who cares? I'll figure it out on another day, but I look ghost white. I'm not that pale. I'm white, but I'm not white bread. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Let's put the lemon into the water. First thing is first. Lemon into the water. First thing is first. I did work out today. I feel really good about it. It really changed my day, turned it around. My day was kind of, iffy, but everything tended to work out. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for breaking your day with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Appreciate you all for being here. We got to stay positive no matter what happens in our lives. We have to stay positive no matter what happens in our lives. Pretty weird. Today is, though, the 1 month anniversary. Funny, and I hate to be morbid, but I was in this trading group. My dad's being airlifted at 12:48 p.m. I just finished the live. And I got the call, right? He had major heart issues. He may die. It looks serious. I'm about to be at the hospital, right? I'm still at the hospital at 5. I was about to see him for the first time. He's being kept alive by machines. And then next thing you know, he died. And then, we unplugged him. I held his hand one last time. And that was it. And that was it. And that was it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So, look, we're looking at a bear flag. The 1 hour is coming back up on the stochastics, but not able to make it above the zone. And now we're below the 200 SMA, which always kind of helps you with the short. So this looks like a healthy short to the downside, in my humble opinion. 1 hour to roll over, and I see this as a bear flag that is likely to go further to the downside. We take wick to wick, and it kind of coincides with the exact level of this area too, and they both are pointing down to the downside to the area of 26,175. So I'm short for the day. There's not a lot to talk about there. That's a bear flag, and I'm short for the day. Below the 200 SMA, there's really nothing else to discuss. We made an M pattern. We fell below, and now we are unable to get back above the support. We're actually retesting. If you flip this upside down, that would be a retest of the support area. So that's just kind of what I see happening. You would play this as a bull flag to the upside just as you would play it as a bear flag to the downside. So if you flip it upside down and it looks bullish to you, then you have to play it bearishly. That's why I like flipping things upside down. Also, couldn't get above the high volume node there. You're likely to go to the volume area lows at 26,140, 150. So leave Bitcoin at rest. We don't have to sit there for hours and hours. Also, last night for the monthly candle close, I went over in depth all the bigger ideas for Bitcoin, the monthly chart. We went over so many different things. One other chart that I'll kind of give you some information on is the 6-month chart. And we'll go take a look at Bitcoin on the 6-month chart, all right? And one thing I want to show you about the 6-month is, courtesy of Crypto Love, watching his show this morning, some interesting ideas on the 6-month. Actually, let's get back into the 1 hour here. Double click on price action. But I do see this falling. If it makes a move to the upside, so be it. Anything is possible, but it's very likely we take a move to the downside based on the fact that this is a bear flag, high stochastics, and lack of bullish momentum on the MACD as well. So it is what it is. We take a look here, and they're trying to maybe possibly get basically a sell wall at 27,000. Like, we may kick that area, short, liquidate some shorts, but it looks more likely that the longs are going to get liquidated. When we look at the liquidity, it's kind of, either way. We don't see a lot of orders either way. We do see the biggest order down here, though, at 26,500, 26.6. So it does also corroborate the story that we will likely go and touch this zone. But again, not a lot of liquidity spread either way. It's Thursday. Thursday, especially on the summer months, will be a little less volume. It is what it is. I see a lot of people getting discouraged about trading cryptocurrency this month. But I'll tell you what, this month alone, I made dang near $20,000. I was able to make $12,800 on Pepe. Then I was able to make $3,000 on Bencoin. And then I was also able to make about $5,000 off of MEXC token in that was 40 days. But combined together, that is about $20,800. So in 40 days, I was able to make $20,000 trading cryptocurrency. That's over $240,000 a year. That's $250,000 a year in a quote-unquote bear market. Imagine what will happen in the big markets. Sorry, I don't know why I'm messing up lately. And I'm too white. Hold on. Let me add some yellow to these lights. Let me add some yellow to the lights. There we go. Give me a little bit of... I'm not that... I'm white, but I'm like, geez, that's making me look ghost white. Add a little more yellow. There you go. Give me some yellow. Make me look yellow. Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Oh, we don't know these down. Those could be further up, but it's the key light that I would like yellow. Yeah. This key light yellow too. There we go. There we go. Now I'm not like ghost white. All right. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So what we're looking at is Bitcoin in this bear flag, likely to break to the downside. Okay. Strictly with oversold stochastics telling us we're likely to move to the downside. That's just what I see happening. This could be almost be a shoulder ahead and kind of a squiggly right shoulder. You're below the 200 SMA. There's really not much to talk about. All right. That's it. It is what it is. There's really not much to talk about. So likely for a move to the downside based on Bitcoin. 26,170 is the area. We looked at BOOKMAP. It's also corroborating a lower liquidity zone at 26,005. And not much here on the top side. Really just a sell wall at 27,000 really that we saw that actually has been slowly kind of taken away from in the last couple of minutes as we speak. So likely we're going to move to the downside based on what I see happening for Bitcoin, based on what I see happening in this bear flag. So very likely we drop to the downside for Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if it started to dump sooner than later. The 1 hour turning over to the downside. If you were in my trading group, I talked about MEXC, which is up 11%. And that's like gold gains compared to what's happening in the market. So 11% gains from when we put this out. Bang, bang, bang. And stay. You know, I scan the markets. And when I don't post a lot and I post a few things, pay attention to what I'm posting. Every single time. Every single time. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. And Sean already has the gains for MEXC, our first gain of June coming into the picture. So Sean, God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for the love. And there's Bitcoin already dropping to 26.8. It was at 29.80 when this began. I see a move to the downside coming on this 1 hour time frame for a nice little dump easy to the downside. Remember, volume will dry up around 2 to 3 o'clock. That's what happens on the afternoon of Thursday. So just remind yourself of that. Don't be too freaked out if things don't go exactly to plan. Feeling fit as a fiddle, though. Working out recently, bigger than ever. I started this new workout that is really buffing my arms up. Super easy workout. I'd like to kind of share it with you if you would like. It's very simple, very easy. All you have to do is type in level 6 here and maybe workout. And my wife found this workout for me one day and just told me to put it on. And it's this guy right here, Jordan Yeo Fitness, and almost has 1 million views. This is an amazing workout. When I first did it, I was like puking. But now I do it really, really nicely and get it done. But this guy will get you into shape. You'll get good arms, good shoulders, good pecs. And it's all with the body, too. He has 30-minute explosive workouts, all different types. I never did his other levels. Fat Blaster, Killer Cardio. These are all free, too. People complain, I don't know how to look at this. Is free on YouTube. This is free on YouTube, right? So take control of your life. No excuses. You could do this in your home with just your body weight, and you can get fit. So I find people that say they have to go to the gym, they have to do all these things to work out. That is hogwash. If you're not looking beautiful at the beach, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you don't love the way you look, you can change that. You can change that. So you should love your wallet. You should love your body. You should love your spiritual connection with God. And you should love kind of, your mental health too. Those are the 4 pillars of life, in my humble opinion: to be mentally wealthy, to be spiritually wealthy, to be financially wealthy, and to be physically wealthy. Those are the pillars of life. So again, I made over 20 grand last month trading cryptocurrency on 3 trades. 3 trades. Yes, there was some high risk, and I lost a few trades. Didn't plan out too. I lost about, I put some money into Hmong coin. I put some money into Pepe that's down $500. So fine. I then balance it out. There was maybe a $2,800 loss too as well. So still up about $17,000 on the month. It's a beautiful month. So if you want to learn how to make $17,000 a month trading cryptocurrency, and I did it with very little bit of money. I have to be honest. I started with $2 grand in Pepe that turned into 12. Right. I started with about $300 that turned into over $3 grand with Ben token, because that thing did a massive move to the upside. And then I even had, MEXC was $2 grand that turned into $7,400. So you could say, in total it was maybe $4 or $5 grand that I used on and off, and didn't even use all of it at one time. I talked about HIBIRDS over and over again, went over the fact that this thing could continue to the upside. Look at that. Bit of a cup and handle there. And HIBIRDS has been the one. I've been talking about HIBIRDS since it was at 3 cents. It's sitting at 11.5. It went to a high of 14. I mean, imagine if you had got into HIBIRDS at 3 cents. Bang. Join the trading group. 284% gains for HIBIRDS. Absolutely insane. My other man had HIRENGA, and I put this out in a flag. Look at this. Now it's up. Look at this. And we're going to show you exactly when I put this out. Up 40%. Sammy cup and handy to the upside for HIRENGA. And you'd be like, no. And I'd be like, yes. So when I look at HIRENGA, and I can look at when it was posted, number one, Sean was all over it, right? But I was all over this thing. You can see me posting it on the 1 hour time frame here at 5:26, at 9:40 in the morning. It broke out of the setup, right? Let's see. So here's the first setup I had, watching HIRENGA on 5:25. There it is right there. There's your before, all right? And there is your after, all right? And again, we could go to the 4 hour. We can make these look exactly identical. I love doing this. But there's your before, right? And there is your after to the upside. Again, there's your before. And if you can put something on screen and lock it in, like I would like to have the end of the flag at that exact point. I get this OCD. Number one, it was a little bigger, and the end of the flag was like right there. And there, that should do it. Look, so there's your before, there's your after. There's your before, there's your after. You can see no stop loss got hit in the making of the trade. We got back above. We front run the golden cross, and a massive move for 40% gains out of HIRENGA. So there it is. There's money to be made in the market. You just have to pay attention. You have to find the right coins at the right time and the right setups. We do that for you every single day here on the channel. So keep yourself privy to the information. Stay tuned. Stay, up to date with what's happening. And if you had kept yourself kind of grinding, you would have seen there's more money in this market than you ever would have realized. So stay true to yourself. A lot of people, I'd be honest, they're running out of trading groups. They're getting bored. People are thinking it's not for me. They're running out of money. They're thinking, oh, $100. But the same people that say the $100 is it too much for them in a trading group are the same people spending over $100 a week on booze, $100 a week on weed, 100. You know what I mean? And they're giving themselves what they think they have to have for the moment, and we know it's just not right? Like this short that's starting to play out right now as we speak, just getting started. I don't see why this won't fully dump to the downside. So right off the bat, right when I get in here, I'm showing you this idea and breaking it down for you. So, and we got gains galore. We're sitting in gains. We know what to do, but we do it every single day. So if you want to make trading your life, there's definitely opportunity coming your way. You just have to pay attention. Look at ACE Ascent. Once it got above the 200 SMA, this thing just did an absolute moon job all the way from 3 to about 6. It basically did 100% gains as well. So there's money in this market. You just have to pay attention and look for it and be privy to it and tell yourself that there's opportunity every single day of the year. And there is opportunity every single day of the year. If you think there's no opportunity, then there isn't. You are the opportunity in your life. If you make it happen, it can happen. But it's up to you. So you got to believe. If you don't believe, then it's not going to happen. Most people have problems believing. All right. Here's another coin that I'm looking at right now. It's Findora, which is starting to make a head and a shoulder and get tight in the zone. I wouldn't be surprised if the 1 hour kind of reset, began to get a move, and we could see a pump on Findora to the upside. So this is on my radar. Also, there's a bigger channel here at play for Findora. Pull some Fibonacci's on it too as well. So I'm just watching this 2 hour time frame that wants to absolutely lift to the upside. Findora, right? And that's a 43% gain coming out of Findora. It's on the radar right now. Completely up to you. You have to have the education and take advantage of the education. Didn't get a chance to see how many people are watching right now. Just been so focused on what's going down. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Hold on 1 second. Every once in a while, I believe when I go in and my employees also go into the YouTube channel, it tries to kick me out, but it's good. We have good parameters watching all the time, making sure that we have the right keys, the right setups, and the right plan. I can even teach you how to make basically yourself, extremely hack-proof. There's a bunch of ways to do it. There's a bunch of ways, but there's one major way to do it, and that is to always have yourself a key. Again, I don't want to give away all my secrets live, but always have yourself a bit of a key, all right? And that means FIDO keys, physically making sure that you're ready to rock, all right? physically making sure that you have it down. All right. And that's the key. The physicality touch to the back end of the digital world is how you stay focused and how you stay safe. If you don't know what I mean, it's you got to add a FIDO key to your security measures. If you can't do that, you're going to be out. You're going to be able to get hacked. But once you get that physical element, there's no way they can get in on you, unless they have a biscuit to your biscuit, if you know what I mean. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 416 beautiful souls that are going to make it. You people are going to grind. No matter what, you're going to make sure that you make it. And so I'm super proud and happy to have you. Whoever's here, you're the real ones. It's just like when we went to Bitcoin Miami. Not many people were there that used to be there, right? It was a different type of crowd because it was only the strong surviving. It wasn't the same group of people that would just show up to a Bitcoin event. Oh, yeah. It was the hardcore Bitcoin people that really want to build during the bear market. So if you're with me right now, that means you're destined to be a multimillionaire, probably a billionaire, maybe even more, because you're sticking to the plan. You're sticking to the scenario. All right. And that's the key. Consistency is what matters. That's really what it all boils down to. So if you're investing in crypto, do the right thing and invest in yourself. Join the 99 and take the course. It's life-changing in more ways than TA. Your future self will thank you, Timmy313. Let's get these likes up. Hitting the like shows YouTube that crypto matters. Amen. Amen. Shout out to Keys Kanger, Cup and Sammy. Can you show us your win rate at Alt Trady? Shout out to Kristen. I don't use Alt Trady anymore because I use MEXC. And I only basically traded 3 or 4 trades. And they actually played out really well. I showed you all my trades on Pepe, every single Pepe trade. I showed you when I bought Ben live. I did these things all live. So God bless you, brother. Thank you so much. God bless you for doing that. Shout out to the hardest working man in crypto. God bless the lifer. Yeah, all those trades. Ben trade was on MEXC. This trade was on MEXC, so I wasn't able to use Alt Trady to make those trades. You can't API when you're using MEX Global. So it is what it is. So that's why I use MEXC. All right, no fees, 0 maker and taker fees. Bang, bang, bang. And also, as much as you love my win rate, like I could flash profits in your face. You saw me buy a whole Bitcoin at 19,000. I'm up $7,000 there. Like, there's so many different ways to find out how much money I'm making if you just pay attention to the channel every single day. Amen. All right. And my win rate won't help your win rate. I'll tell you that right now. If I was 80%, 60%, 40%, it wouldn't change your win rate at all. To be honest, you know what I mean? To be 100% honest. So you got to kind of figure out your own win rate and mind your business. You know what I mean? In my humble opinion. Hey, Lifer, are you holding on to loyal or is it better to sell for profit? I mean, when I get into something like that, I hold it onto it for a long time. You know what I mean? I hold on to it for a long time. All right. So that's what it is. Hey, Lifer, are you holding on loyal or is it better to sell for profit? I mean, I'm holding on to loyal. We'll see where it goes. Right now it's $308 worth of loyal. Did I get all the loyal? I got the PSYOP, I got the BAM, I got the Ben. I actually sold all my Ben or moved all my Ben off to MEXC, which I guess I may not get the airdrop. That's one thing I wanted to talk about. If I hold it on MEXC, I probably won't get the airdrop. It is what it is. But those are like high risk, high reward ideas. Wow, John Thomas gifted 5 Crypto Lifer memberships. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done. God bless you, John Thomas, for doing that. And anyone who grabbed him up, just grabbed him up. Wow, that's so cool to see people jump on in. Shout out to Abdominal Breadman, Spaghetti Ragnetti. John, thank you so much for the love, man. That's super nice of you. You did not have to do that. God bless you for doing such a nice thing. All right. This beat's got my mind a little weary there. Not exactly what I'm looking for. All right. Just not what I was looking for. All right. Wait for PNB pullback. PNB. I don't know what PNB is. I never got my loyal, and I bought on MetaMask. Interesting. He said he's finishing it up, so some people got it, some people didn't. Remember, love is the strongest frequency. Love is the strongest frequency in the game. All right? In the game. So that's just one thing to remember. If you live in love, you can't go wrong every single day of the week. So shout out to everybody here on the live. And honestly, people want me to prove myself. I got into cake at freaking 44 cents live on this channel. I 100x safe moon in front of everyone. I got into Cardano at 2 cents. You guys saw me buying EGLD back at $20. It went to $5.40. You saw me buying Atom back at $4. It went to $44. You saw me buying, I was talking about Chainlink on my channel at $1.78 back when no one was mentioning it. I called Bitcoin to 20K when it was back at $6,000. Insanity. Sean, can you go through my live streams and go back to the live streams where Bitcoin was at 6K? And and I'll tell you the dates on it if you want, but I want you to just pull up one of them if you can. I want to click on the link, and I just want to show people that I was calling for Bitcoin, and there's our 77s. But I was calling for Bitcoin to do damage back when it was $6,000. So I have nothing to prove to anybody. I really don't. Just keep showing up to the channel, and you're going to get the information that you need. I'm going to keep you privy to what you need to watch and pay attention to circumvent this market and keep it moving. All right, ABBC, another coin that kind of tends to pump when Bitcoin takes a bit of a dump to the downside. This thing absolutely rocketed to the upside. I didn't call that by any means, but wow. I'm just showing you that there's still opportunity in the market. 70% gains, blasting to the upside. And MEXC, lowest profits in the game. That's why I trade MEXC. That's why I use MEXC, because it has the lowest profits in the game. All right. I mean, the lowest fees, right? And last few nights, tonight was hard, man. Shout out to the chat revenue, 879 chat revenue, 5 new memberships. Blessings on blessings that you people would do that for me. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the love. All right. You can join the trading group with the link below, or you can also go to CryptoLifer.com. CryptoLifer.com is where the trading group happens. That's where you would have figured out where to get into the newest things that we're doing. Right now, we've opened up a BRC ordinal. Just last week, I wasn't able to do it. I was traveling. But guys in the ordinal group made 77x to 100x off of OXBT. They got in super early. They were able to snipe that entry. And so if you don't know what an ordinal is, you may want to find out. My group will teach you what's going down. If you don't know what Tap Tools is or how to access coins on Cardano, my group will teach you. We are going to be pushing you into the deep depths of DeFi crypto, showing you what goes on, showing you what happens. If you can't use MEXC, then I think there's something going on there. You got to figure that out for yourself. We can't tell you what to do. All right. I never say the word I can't ever in my life. Like, I just don't use that word. I do. I get it done. And again, no one has to tell me nothing. I'm able to figure it out on my own. You got to be able to figure things out on your own. I sound rude, but you know what? I'm not here to hold you by your hand. I'm here to push you to the limit. I want you to find your hardest self and keep pushing every single day. All right. You trade BRC20 NFTs. Yes, we do. And we have a bunch of different ones that we're speculating on. We have an entire BRC20 group in the trading group that'll blow your mind. Look at this right here. BRC20. And you can see guys are talking about the newest coins, what's happening, what's going down. We have a select group that really, really want to get in there. We have the DeFi zone too, which is interesting. All right. Which people talk about. And then we have ADA Tap Tools. We also have NFT and Web3. But we just have a lot of sections in the trading group. Right when you join the trading group, you can learn TA questions and answers. You can ask anyone what you want, and people can help you in the learning library. We also have a content directory, which shows you all the information that I have and know, privy to help you, right? Do you want Bitcoin halving dates, limit orders versus market orders, companies active in crypto, stop loss hunting lesson, how to add alerts, trading view shortcuts, KuCoin spot trading tutorial, trading on Alt-Trady, right? And for free, if you jump in right now for free, you get this. You get proper risk management and how to trade with our, basically we have a bot. It's a trading bot. It doesn't trade for you, but it sets things up for you in such an awesome way that normally would make it a lot harder to take profits. We teach you this on Alt-Trady. So jump in, learn today, and it'll blow your mind. That's something that's really interesting, and that's free. You can also see exactly what's in the Discord and see everything that we offer. Like today, we have a weekly screen share, private weekly screen share every Thursday night. And I'm going to go over my Token Metrics account. We're going to talk about the new coins that are coming up and things to look at for the week. And we seem to kind of pull out the wins no matter what happens every single time. Remember, Bitcoin went from 69,000 all the way to 15,000, and my trading group doubled. We actually grew during that time to the upside. We've been through some of the harshest times in cryptocurrency, and this group has continued to push forward. I would see nothing less than the group doing the same thing coming on out. Has been talking about SRC20s out in the space. What is an SRC20? Is it on Solana, I'm guessing? I'm not sure. Let us know. You're DCAing into CAS, right? I've been buying into CASPA very, very, very heavily for sure. All right, for sure. Buying into CASPA. And I own a pretty good boatload of it at this point. If you go to Spot here and you pick up CAS, and you're like, how much CAS does he own? And this thing, I've been super transparent about everything that I've been doing. A lot of my holds are big time ideas too. But if you were to sell CAS at $15.73 here, I'm sitting on $3,500 worth of CASPA. So I put my money where my mouth is. I don't BS. And that's my plan. At the beach, watching you, brother. Nothing better. Shout out to FUD Expert, man. What beach are you at? Let me know what beat you're at. West Coast, East Coast, somewhere in another country. What beat? SRC20. Oh, yeah, scribed. Our BRC20 stamps. SRC20s. Okay. Yeah. Now I know there's like, there's one other one that just came out actually recently that's been on my radar, right? So you can see that I'm bearish on Bitcoin for the day. Basically for the next 4 to 5 hours at least, based on what I see happening for BTC. And that's kind of the plan here. You know, Bitcoin is not doing great, right? And there it is. I mean, ever since we put out the idea, it's been struggling. BTC USD was on the Coinbase chart. Nice and neat. Yeah, there you go. And so far, you've already been in the money. We talked about the short right there. You've been in the money already a little bit. Not saying it's amazing, but that 1 hour looks to roll over for us to the downside. More than likely, we're going to get a bit of a rollover. We do see a little bit of bullish divergence, which is interesting. Right here, we have a swing up to swing up while that swings to the downside, but we weren't able to get back above the resistance. So as good as it is, it's not that amazing, all right? We're going to show you all the different scenarios for Bitcoin. We're going to break it down for you. We're not going to stop there, and we're going to show you what's going on. Stanford Mineco LLC, XRPTA, also Jimmy Price. Shout out to the people that are still here with me, kicking it. God bless you for doing that. Let's take a look at our baby XRP. Getting some bullish news as they're saying they're going to be done with this lawsuit in favor. And it's funny, they tried to block them so much from the Hinman, so many different things they tried to block them from, and it all came out in the end. It all came out in the wash, so to speak, regardless of what's happening. So XRP pumping back to 50, and it's actually in a bit of a flag here. That tells me that XRP is the likely mover for the day, and that could be a good trade, the XRP BTC trade, right? Because it looks like Bitcoin may go sideways or falter, while XRP makes a pump to the upside. I would look for XRP to pump here to the upside. Very simple flag with move to the upside. Moving averages are tight enough. Low stochastics, low MACD, the RSI, everything kind of looks ready to go for me. But it is what it is, right? Funny, they finally replaced the RSI in my, for whatever reason. But I just usually don't use the MA, and my RSI is usually a little redder and a little thicker. It's weird why that looks like red to me, but it's actually like green. It's weird I'm so colorblind. Certain things look interesting to me. Anyway, that's good enough for me. And you can always double click to put things right where you want. I could see XRP making a magnanimous move to the upside here. Just a quick scalp though. Measured move would take you to about 55 cents. Interesting. That looks like it's highly probable based on this kind of falling wedge flag and the fact that we may have an end of this case coming our way. Could push us back up to maybe 70 even cents if there gets enough hype for XRP. So I'm an XRP holder. Hold 10,000 USD of XRP when it was at like 20 to 30 cents. So I bought 500 bucks at 16 cents. As you can see, that's right now is up even more. So shout out to XRP. And that 16-cent buy is still in the money, baby. Dang near a 3X. But XRP looks great to me. I like what I'm seeing for XRP. So, yeah, there's some movement in the markets. The things that I'm looking at, we looked at Morpheus Labs yesterday, too. That's still on my radar. Morpheus Network. Not Morpheus Labs, Morpheus Network. All right. And we talked about it likely breaking to the upside. And now it's flagging out, too, as well. So we're all going to watch these flags here on these precarious altcoins that have a little more strength than the rest of the market. Let me get rid of this yellow line. So I like what this is doing. It's technically kind of retesting this top zone that it was in. It broke out, and it's kind of riding this area. We could see a nice move for Morpheus Labs backed up to 175 from 150. This is also on my radar on this Thursday. All right. Not everything amazing, but Stacks too, another coin that I like on the bigger time frame. We'll take a look at it on the 3-day chart. And the 3-day chart showing me signs of life here with this cup and handle and hidden bullish divergence slightly. Not really on the 3-day chart. Let's see the 2-day. 2-day definitely has hidden bullish divergence. As that swings down, while that swings to the upside. Very, very interesting. So I'm bullish on this coin because it's connected to ordinals in a way. People get into Stacks, then they can trade Stacks for Bitcoin. Then it's connected to Alex Labs. So you definitely want to pay attention to this low. There's your high. There's your higher low. It holds that higher low. I could see Stacks putting in a higher high for a gain of about 200% to 197. So again, it could take a month or two, but I'm still very bullish on this idea. Falling volume and falling price with lack of bearish momentum on the MACD, pointing up on the stochastics, cup and handle, and tight moving averages. It has all the bells and whistles that I go for a move to the upside. So that's something to look at. Stacks. There's opportunity every single day. PNB has error narrative. Pumping. Stupid, though. PNB, USDT. Pink, BNB. Pumping hard out of that little flag there would have been a nice little catch. Now it's a little overbought on the 2-hour time frame. I would probably look for it to come on back down, right? Maybe one more bearish divergence. You got to look at like the 15 or the smaller time frames. I don't know. I'm seeing a bearish divvy right there to the downside. If anything, I would probably begin to short this puppy after that massive move. That rising wedge could break down with the bearish divergence. So I would look for this to come down, possibly retest this previous level here. You could draw a mini fib on this area and say, does it come back down to the 618? I'd be looking for a pullback on that thing as well. One thing that opened in Hong Kong is application for exchanges to operate in Hong Kong. That's the thing. Hong Kong started with two exchanges got added. And I even said that. It's about regulatory advancement too. Wait for more exchanges to come on in. Wait for that volume. It's going to take about a month to build. Everyone thought June 1st is just going to start ripping. Just not how things happen, especially in the news. The news usually isn't that, it doesn't cater to that behavior. You know what I mean? It takes its time. TAUM, which is a coin I put out back, not too long from now. I don't remember Orbital TAUM. If you remember, we took it for a massive rally to the upside out of this cup and handle just about, 4 or 5 days ago. It went up 127%. Came back down, attempting to pump again. It likes to kind of do these up and down movements. It's pretty crazy to me. Basic Attention Token, why do I bring it up? Well, Basic Attention Token is the coin that represents the Brave browser. Right now, I'm bringing you this show on the Brave browser. All right, so what does that mean? Well, you can use Basic Attention Token, all right, to basically get paid every time you watch an ad. It isn't a descending triangle, not the best, but it is in this falling wedge. Could it make a move to the upside on the daily time frame? I'm not really going to trade this. I used to trade it and hold it. It was so boring compared to other coins. Like, it didn't move enough, and it took like years for it to actually get to like $1 or whatever, but what I do like about it is its utility, right? You get paid in Basic Attention Token if you turn off the shield. Like right now, that's a shield. I could flip that off. And if I flip that off, I'll actually see all the ads. If you never want to see an ad again, get the Brave browser, keep this on. You will never watch an ad on YouTube ever again. Say you go to a YouTube video, like say I picked one of these workout videos, right? I click on it, immediately I'm going to see an ad, right? Not only if I had this off, see if I had the shield up and I click on this, right? No ads at all, right? But if I have the shield down and I go back and I do the same.
Johnson, you're fired.
See,
Why?
There's the ad right there. So if you're still watching ads on YouTube, you're living in the prehistoric era. You actually have no clue what's going on in real life. You got to get yourself a Brave browser right now, and you got to use the Basic Attention Token. You got to. It is what it is. So pay attention to what's happening. The other day I ran an ad and everyone started complaining. And they said, well, why are you running an ad? Like right now, look, I'm going to press insert ad, right? And sorry that I did that. I never do it. But I'm trying to prove a point here. Then I go to a friend's place and they watch YouTube and I get weirded out with ads. Exactly. So right now, some people saw an ad, but the people that were watching with Brave Browser did not see an ad. So right now, if you're complaining, why the ad? I already told you why not the ad. And this is to push you. I'm teaching you what to do the right thing. When your mindset is limited, then you will attract infinite possibilities. It's up to you to decide in what area you focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. Shout out to Creators Crypto in the game. God bless you, brother. Caspa is Bitcoin 2.0. I love Caspa. I'm in love with it. It could do 100x. It could turn that $4,000 into $400,000. It could make a massive move. I'm watching it closely. We're watching MEXC token. You want to see it make this bit of a falling wedge here, or some type of pullback on the 4-hour time frame. That's what I'm looking for. And then once that kind of resets on that moving average, or down here on the stochastics, we could see a massive move for MEXC token. All right. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you all for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I like watching ads so I can support who I'm watching. I like that. That's pretty cool. Very brave of you. You're funny. You're a funny man. Funny, it did take the viewers down immediately. So weird. I find people are more sensitive online than they are in real life. RIP Jimmy, hope you're doing well, man. God bless you. Shout out to Josh Wright. Thank you for the love. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on into the live stream and kicking it with the lifer. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Who's new on the channel, never seen me? I forgot YouTube has ads. Yep. I remember when people wondered what would happen when Pepe hit Binance. It's funny. I told them to sell it off. It was going to be I see, that's another thing about me, is you're going to be able to figure out some deep insight that most people won't teach you. A lot of the YouTube channels are like, Pepe hits Bitcoin. And I figured out, wow, that's going to create a liquidity. It's just too many fees on Ethereum, so people are going to run out and sell off. And that's all that happened. People are going to sell off. So what's the green name? The green name is if you join the trading group and you join the membership. Someone just gave 5 memberships to other people. Such a nice thing to do. God bless you for doing that. Sometimes the universe shakes off the ones that didn't have the heart of devotion. What happens every single time, baby. Either you have it or you don't. I have it. I've been here every single day for over 800 days or more. Since February of 2021, I've not taken a day off. And that's another thing. People want to see my track record. My track record's right here. I show up every single day. And I spread the love. I spread the positivity. And I fight for what's mine. No matter what happens in my life, I fight for what's mine. And I fight for you too. All of us together, man. Good morning, lifers. Was gifted a membership by John Thomas. Michael Paz, man. God bless you, brother. Man, I've been learning from you. Thanks, lifer. God bless you. Sam, we love you, brother, every day and any time. God bless you, man. John for the win. Board type Crow, my man. God bless you, brother. Happy days, baby. Happy days, like Tito, man. Happy days, baby. Happy days. There's the market maker coming down on you. What are you going to do? Funny. As he sees the liquidity to the downside. Yeah, it's funny. So not much to go on today for Bitcoin. I see a short for BTC. It didn't take us years to go over Bitcoin. It was pretty simple and put together for the day. And that's going to be on our Coinbase USD chart that I'm watching this flag to the downside. And so far, it's been a slow move down, but it's starting to move down. 15-minute and 7-minute maybe trying to stop the pain, right? But for the most part, it does look like there's just more downside coming, if I have to be honest here. Maybe a little bit of a pop back up, but it doesn't look amazing. Actually, it looks like we lost the zone and we're kind of below it there for a bearish retest. So I'm sticking to the short, likelihood to 26,180, and that's what we're going for. Someone said Litecoin is pumping. Well, with the halving coming up, people might be kind of sliding in and out of Litecoin, doing damage. Let's take a look at Litecoin. So we talked about it in this structure that we had. It moved a little bit, but I still see this cup and handle structure for Litecoin. There's just a lot of stuff around there. So let's move this out, but I still see this happening. We'll tweak the drawing a little bit, but I mean, that's a beautiful, almost like a bull pennant to me. You could call it a symmetrical triangle. It is a chubby triangle, but we know with that halving, there's that bullish feel, that bullish sense of Litecoin getting above the zone. It's a bit of a cup with a handle too. The handle does not have to be a perfect falling wedge. The handle can be this symmetrical triangle to the upside. This is what I'm seeing for Litecoin. And again, the safest way to play it is watch it pump. If it can break back up into a wedge and bounce off this area, that's going to be a beautiful swing trade from about 104, 105 up to 139. If it breaks back above that $100 level too, that's going to be a psychological level for it to go up. 48% gains possibly coming for Litecoin. And with that halving, you got to pay attention, right? 2-day chart's getting a little high. 3-day chart still has legs, interesting enough. We got to see Litecoin get back above 105.68 to remain bullish. All right, it is a symmetrical. It could go down either way, but for the most part, I do see a bigger move happening for Litecoin. 4-hour also wants to make a push to the upside. You got a bit of a shoulder, head and a shoulder right there with tight moving averages. Backtest these theories and understand what I'm teaching you, and it'll blow your mind. So that's the one thing that I want you to understand. All right, so 53% possibly coming out of Litecoin. Litecoin's on the radar for sure. We're going to keep it on the radar. 6-hour time frame says a big move is coming for Litecoin. Litecoin, baby, Litecoin. With the halving in like 49 days now. And if you want to know when the halving is, simply put, it's not that hard to figure out. Just go and type in LTC halving. And you're going to see exactly when the halving is. Litecoin Black recording now 62 days. I remember when it was just 96. Days have been flying by. That's another thing sad about when my dad passed. It's like he was alive, and now the days of he was alive are further away to like he becomes part of history. And it's just like I don't want someone that was a part of my life every day to be history. It's my mom kind of, she said the hardest part is she's like erasing him. She gave me a shampoo. She said this is the shampoo he uses. These are the razors that he uses. She refused to say that he used. She didn't want to talk about my dad in the past. And also my mom's alone now. It's so weird. My mom always had someone. They were always together. You know, they had each other, you know, and they had each other for 50 years or more. My mom met my dad when she was 19 years old. She's 74. So, wow, right? 53 years with my pops. What do you do? What do you do when you were with someone your whole life? What do you do? You got to rebuild, and that's the toughest thing in the world. So I'm short on Bitcoin further down to 26,184 is my target, unless we do a double bottom at 26.6. Either way. And I also have, BookMap up, and BookMap corroborates the story, tells you exactly where we're likely going to go. BookMap does want to bring us back down to 26,500. Not a lot of orders on this Thursday, all right? And we got the Fed coming up, and there's a lot of talk now what the Fed's going to do. Is the Fed going to raise rates? My mom's the same way. They never really get over it. Man, that has to be so hard. It is. You know what the funny thing is? It was hard if my mom was alone. Like, if my mom had to be alone, it would be tough. Like, if for whatever reason, but my dad passed and my mom's alone. It's like two things that hit you so hard in the gut. It hits you so hard in the gut. It's like a punch to the gut, you know. But again, we will forge and remain strong no matter what every single day in this channel. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. And thank you so much for jumping on in. So there you have it. My mom, yep. Yeah. Tough, man. Keep your head up, lifer. God bless the FUD expert, man. The way of life. It is, man. Memberships be printing like brrr. Shout out to West Salvador. God bless you, man. Thank you for being here. Life is brutal. Be strong and carry on. Amen, man. Would moving her in with you guys for some time be an option? It might be good for her to be around you guys. That's what we're begging for her. And she keeps saying she needs to be alone. Almost like she can't make a decision, but we want to make the decision for her. So thank God my sister stays with my mom, because my mom was lost after my dad passed. Thomas Sanomich, God bless you, brother. I would love her to move in with me. She has a room, and we have an extra room. Her room, we kept my dad and my mom's room here. I moved into the house that my parents basically raised me in, and then they moved to their own house. And the deal was to always keep a room open for them, you know, and we always did. We're all here for you, Sam. Sending prayers your way. Shout out to Life for Adam. God bless you all. And I don't want to take away from the trading group. I apologize for that, you know. But I haven't really, man. I've been grinding. I still do my updates every day. I still go over Bitcoin. I still keep it clean and complete. Like I called the short last night on the monthly candle close right there. And if you watched my monthly candle close last night, I called this short to the downside. Nasty short to the downside. You would have been paid if you watched just my free monthly candle close. And I do a monthly candle close every single month, right? An extra live stream when the month ends. We do a weekly candle close every Sunday night, Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. and Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. You'll catch me live every single week, man. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm glad you guys are ready to take her in when she's ready. Whenever she wants, man. Whenever she wants. Trading is boring, so talking life is good, man. The hard times make us all tougher. My heart goes out to your mom. R.I.P. to Jimmy. Shout out to Guado420. God bless you, man. Call your mom and tell her you needed to move in. The electric bill is high. You definitely called that short last night. Thanks, Sammy. Shout out to Luke John. God bless you, man. Sam, do not apologize. You're real, and we appreciate it. Creators Crypto. God bless you, brother. Injective Bitcoin looks sweet, too. I like Injective. That's the coin that I've been putting out and talking about to my trading group. Injective protocol looks like the nice hot trade for the next couple of weeks, you know, as we kind of move into June and July. The hard times make us tougher. My heart goes out to your mom, man. God bless you, brother. Let's take a look at Injective BTC and see what's happening with Injective BTC. Then we're going to show you the 6-month chart, and we're going to show you how interesting it is. So, yeah, I mean, look, I drew this in a bull pennant. It's up beautifully, pumped up nice, and now it's kind of making this inverted head and shoulder. It looks a lot like Litecoin, no? And Injective about to make money off of Bitcoin. And how do you trade a BTC pair? BTC pairs are what we focus on when the market's kind of iffy. I focus on Bitcoin pairs, and I see what coins are kind of strong against Bitcoin, specifically when Bitcoin goes sideways and starts acting into some chop. That means there's money to be made on the BTC pairs. I would look for Injective protocol to bounce on the BTC pair to the upside, possibly 78%. One Bitcoin turns into 1.78. There's opportunity in this market every single day. You just have to believe in it. You have to believe that there's gold in every section of your life and look for that, baby. You got to find that bar, baby. that golden bar, because there is a gem hiding around the corner. But if you think there's no gems, then there's nothing. Trust me, man. My whole life was mental. It was all mental. Battling through the mental ups and downs has been my life. And that's been the key every single day of my life. Battling. Elmo ERC is bear market proof. I don't know about that, man. Kata is a gem. Wow, Kata. Sam, I've done my analysis on RDNT USD. Is it correct that the 1 hour needs to retrace and we expect a pump of 20% on Radiant? We'll take a look at that for you, man. Super chats, XRP. We went over XRP already. Thank you for that. We definitely hit that XRP super chat up. Bless you for bringing that back up to us. So I have a BTC pair section. And let's glance at the BTC markets and see if there's anything beating up on Bitcoin that's looking scrumptious. I mean, ABBC, Key up 16%. YFDI up 11%. Litecoin BTC, that might actually begin to kind of continue the move. All right. So look, I mean, you saw the flag here. It began to break out of the flag to the upside, and that has more to go. So I'd be watching for smaller flags on the 15 or the 7 to enter in on that Litecoin BTC trade. And Litecoin has the halving, Bitcoin does not. So you would think that it would make perfect sense that Litecoin would beat up on Bitcoin. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? 477 people on the live, 243 likes. This is not your average YouTube channel. Let's go, baby. Let's go get the likes up, baby. Let's get them up. Let's go. Sorry, but I just, when people just sit on their hands, and I don't want to be around people that sit on their hands. I want people that are people of action. Hitting that like button is an action move. Become an action person. Keep it pumping, keep it moving. The energy is here. I'm not playing games with you every single time. All right? I'm not playing games with you. All right? I'm not your average YouTuber. I'm not someone who's going to sit there and babysit and yada, yada, yada. I'm going to tell you how it is. That's exactly how my dad was. That's how I was raised. It is what it is. And I'm not going to change for any man. It's just not going to happen. So remember that. And at the end of the day, when I'm done mentoring you, you're going to be the toughest person you've ever been in your life. You're not going to have any excuses. You're not going to say no, maybe. You're going to say, yes, I can, I will, I am the best. You're going to change your life. So I'm here to mentor you physically, spiritually, emotionally, and push you to limits you never thought humanly possible. As you watch me every single day go through the heartache, some of the toughest heartache of my life, and continue to show up every single day, what excuse do you have? What excuse do you have? You don't have one. So it's time to grind. It's time to push. It's time to go all the way. You got to keep it moving. Shout out to the 487 viewers. Look, you're getting us up back to 500 people on the live. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right? I'm going to continue to give gems and ideas every single day here on the channel. There's always another idea. There's always a difference in the charts that there wasn't there the day before. Gematria looks so interesting. It's got a symmetrical triangle. It's not that amazing, but it has bounced off Fibonacci levels. It's holding the zone. Moving averages are very, very close and tight, which tells me that a big move is coming. And we have lack of bearish momentum. I wouldn't be surprised if DMTR went up another 168%. We love trading this coin. We've been on it on and off. Here's another. So there's gems out here today. Even though people aren't focused, there are gems. And the weekend trading wasn't bad last weekend. There's actually massive gains coming out of the weekend trading. So do we have a party for 50 subscribers, Sam? 50,000? I mean, that would be amazing. That's taking a long time, though. Don't get me wrong. It looks like it's coming, but it's going to take its toll. So, yeah, we got some time. We're at 43,500. We're on our way. Only 6,500 more subscribers. But tell your friends, tell your family, get us going. Yeah, usually don't see bullish divergence in a bear flag. So I think he's looking at something different there. Max, 2 months. You got this. God bless you, brother. Thank you for the love. You'd be surprised, man. Last month was tough, like 600 subscribers in a month or something. YouTube was like and also check if you're unsubscribed right now, everyone, please. Please check if you're unsubscribed. You may come to the channel every day and then realize, wow, a lot of people that were subscribers said they got unsubscribed. And we'll say whatever, it's benevolent. We don't know the real deal. I'm not going to like point fingers, but it's a little strange. Same thing with Instagram. I got a bunch of followers on Instagram, and next thing you know, like we were at like 1,600, and then it got brought back to the downside at 1,338. I have no idea why, but I can show you the analytics. It looks a little weird too. We get the more views than we've ever gotten on the channel ever, right? Which is about 20,000 views every 48 hours, and continuing to get 250,000 views a month. If you never want to be unsubscribed, become an exclusive lifer. There you go. I'm pretty sure that's going to be really hard. Once you become a member here, they won't be able to erase you off the board. All right. YouTube does that. It's a shadow. Yeah, it's really weird, man. Yeah, YouTube unsubscribed me 2 times. Look at that. Caesar is saying 2 times that they've unsubscribed him. Just keep subscribing back to the channel. But he said he's not a spam account. Caesar Cordero is not a spam account, and he was unsubscribed 2 times. I've been watching your lives every day for 2 straight weeks. Very informative and help a lot with trading. Thank you, Sam. Shout out to Kaya. God bless you. Thank you for jumping on in. The first thing I do whenever I look at a bigger coin or a bigger idea is I look at the daily support and resistance. From there, I continue to kind of look at what we're happening, Fibonacci, right? Levels in the VRVP, and I begin to build a probability list. And when the probability list gets so high in one direction, we know that it's likely we are going that direction. That's just kind of how it works. I dare YouTube to try to unsubscribe me. You're funny. Unsub me. And look at Odie Performium. He said, YouTube, unsub me from your channel. YouTube says that they do that to clear bots, but that don't make sense to clear real people. Exactly. I think I've been unsubscribed once, possibly twice. Cynthia Carter. Keep it moving, everybody. Please keep subscribing to the channel. All right? I push forward every single day. It's been a tough road. If you think it's been easy for me, no way. Every single day, 800 days straight, the consistency has been basically the movement of the channel, right? And imagine getting less people watching you after you've pushed forward all the way to the upside because of, just maybe the time of year, what's happening. The problem with automated systems, they're no way or close to being perfect. Yeah, we can be nice about it, and we can act all like whatever. I mean, at the same time, I love YouTube. I met so many beautiful people through the algorithm, and the algorithm really, really did help. So at the same time, hey, we win some, we lose some, but I just want to remind people to do the right thing and stay part of the group, part of the channel. All right. BTC USD all-time history index. All right. Very interesting. Very interesting. We're in this bigger channel too here, right? This is what I see happening. And as long as we can kind of flatten out, bigger moves coming. And then we look at the weekly chart. And I keep saying, as long as the weekly stays above the 200 SMA, and I'll say this till I'm blue in the face, we are still bullish, right? Like, we're still inside this bull flag on the bigger time frames. And that bull flag wants to blast to the upside, the length of those wicks. That could get us to the next volume area high and get us to this node here too at 38,000, 39,000, possibly even up to 40K. So I'm still eyeing $40,000. One more bank collapses, one more issue in the financial system. They're trying to say, oh, they're going to bring it all down. They're going to collapse everything. They're going to raise rates. But I'm telling you right now, one more bank collapse, they're not going to be able to raise the rate. So they're in a bit of a conniption here. And I've been saying they're never going to get to 2% inflation. I said I'm going to run for president on that in 2032. And they're going to say, well, the guy said it for 10 years straight. We should probably listen to him now. People would think that I'll be able to keep my campaign promises because I've been saying the same thing for years, over and over and over and over again. Let me get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate that. How does Wild look bullishly on the weekly? Can you do a deep dive? Thank you. Shout out to Dana Schwartz. We'll take a look at that for you as well. Dana, God bless you. Thank you for jumping on in. And I accumulate Wild too long term. Definitely a coin that I keep in the bag. All right. So look, let's look at our 6-month chart for Bitcoin. All right. And you can see the last time that we had a bullish engulfing candle on the 6-month chart, it started a massive rally to the upside. Shout out to Crypto Law pointing this out on his channel too. Happened here back in 2012. We got the bullish engulfing and we were gone. Then it happened here in 2015. We got the bullish engulfing and we just absolutely ripped to the upside, right? Then here we got the bullish engulfing and it started that massive rally up to 14K. We would get the bounce up and down, but it would make the beginning of a massive rally. And here we go again with the 6-month bullish engulfing candle. This closes in one more month, but as long as that candle closes bullishly, we have ourselves a huge rally coming for Bitcoin if we're able to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. So that's a very bullish sign too as well. Can you do a deep dive on Elmo ERC20? You got to send in a super chat for me to do a deep dive. I'm just not going to take time out of the show without a super chat. I have OCD and that's just how the show works. Luckily, I typed Crypto Lifer and you came up first. Hit. Awesome. Wild has a deal with another project. I saw a headline yesterday. I love Wild. Wild's a big deal. I like holding Wild long term. I like the project. I like the way they market. A lot of things I like about Wilder World. 6-month chart doesn't look amazing. I'll tell you that, right? Let's take a look at Wilder World. Wow. So in the last few weeks, it's gone from 24 cents all the way to a high of about almost 50. So basically to 48. It's done a complete double up in the year. What I see is a shoulder, a bit of a head and a right shoulder. I also saw a bit of a cup and handle as it broke out of the handle to the upside, right? So while doing damage, you know, approaching its bear market highs, right, which is our next resistance zone. While it gets to about 52 cents, it gets back above that, it can really start to move. Moving averages are getting tight on the daily time frame. It's a little overbought on the daily. I would expect somewhat of a slight pullback here. 3-day charts also a little high. We go look at the weekly, and the weekly suggests, hey, this is just accumulation for wild. So accumulation looks like this on, you know, in the bear markets. You just go sideways in a bit of a rounded bottom, and rounded bottoms pay the bills, baby. That's how we get it in. So we watch this rounded bottom over time, and we could see eventually, I believe Wild is going to surpass its all-time high at 7 cents. And so at 20 cents, that's, you know, you're looking at about 4 to 5 each every dollar, and $7, you're looking at about a 28x, somewhere between a 25 and a 30 to 40x possibly for Wild. So as long as I get above a 20 to 30x on this puppy, I'm going to be super excited. So that's what I'm looking at for Wild, and that's why I'm accumulating right now patiently, and I'll be selling off in 2 years from now. So it takes its time. Weekly still is just getting started. You could see some massive moves to the upside. It's not that far away from this bear market all-time high, and then it could start to break out, use that as support, and then you won't see Wild below 52 cents ever again. So I like what I'm seeing for Wild. It will take its time. The daily suggests that a little bit of a pullback is coming, or, you know, even if we pump up, it's going to have to make some type of flag here, something like this. You know, it may pump one more time, but somewhere in this zone, I see a flag happening for Wild. All right, so this is just definitely something that I'm looking at. Wild. All right. Okay. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. Got me so much nice gains. Thanks a lot. Blah, blah. I appreciate you saying that. Rounded bottoms paid the bills. You're funny. You're a great person. I really respect you. Best regards from a Portuguese living in Switzerland. Shout out to Paulo Suica. Thank you so much for the love, man. Sell in May and go away as a bust. Hey, it could have happened. It depends. I pay attention to the markets no matter what. I don't go by broad statements because you could miss out on massive moves doing that, you know, and that's just not the way I do things, right? I still see this 1 hour coming to the downside. Anything could happen. Where's our bullish scenario? Our bullish scenario is the 4 hour is attempting a bit of a bounce back to the upside, but it also could stay down here. The daily suggests more pain is coming. Just getting started on the daily candles. And our daily idea is that we're going to drop all the way down here to this resistance, or this support zone, and the bottom of this channel. So it's highly likely we hit the bottom of the channel on the daily, right? Somewhere in here, we'll bring this up, but somewhere in the zone, right? And so I'm looking for a $25,800 Bitcoin. It looks more than likely. The 1 hour, so the daily's in your favor, then you look for the smaller time frames to get in, and this is telling me that we're dropping. And even this 111, we're going to drop down to the bottom of this channel too as well. Both stories are corroborated by the idea. And then BOOKMAP is also still hovering with this lower zone of liquidity right there, which isn't amazing, but it's the biggest zone we have at 26,500 on the order book. This is a order book heat map. It shows you where the money is based on how dark red it is. If it's super dark red, there's more buys or sells. If you have nothing in here, but you got a yellow line here, it's telling you there's a massive buy wall down there. Price action likes to come down and fill the liquidity of the bigger zone. So that's just something that we're looking at. 27.6 important level. Yeah, it's a key. We could double bottom here. You can see right here, there's a lot of movement here. I say it's 27,600 really, because that's where we wick to. That's going to be that low that we have to kick out, right? And again, it could pump all the way to the upside. I'm not 100%. I'm not, I'm just going over what I see in the charts. What do you think of AI trading bots like One Click Crypto, which automates everything? I don't know, man. It depends. You can never let a bot do whatever it wants. Over time, you can still get hurt. Can you do something new on today's episode? Shout out to Shrada Meetna. Yeah, one cool idea is to use you could use this idea here. Something pretty interesting. Where do we go here? So look, here is a simple way to trade. All right, on the 1 hour time frame, if you can, You're going to use the 50-day moving average. All right. You're going to use the EMA 200 and the MA 200. You're going to make two. And every time you get back, every time the 50 crosses these two lines, massive move to the upside. And you can see, like, so when the 50 gets above here, that's a pump, right? Nice pump. And so you're looking for this kind of simple structure. All right. It's very, very simple. All right. That's just one thing to think about. So you can add the MA 200, the EMA 200, and the MA 50. And when you see the 50 crossing these two moving averages, and the key is whenever you see the EMA crossing the MA, it's a good sign that you're going to get a pump, and it comes with the 50. This is just like a simple way to trade using the 50-day moving average and using 200 MA and the 200 EMA. And that is the new thing that you asked for me to teach you today. And you'd have to back this and play it on for yourself, but you'd be surprised how amazing this can pump to the upside. So just remember that idea. So look where we're at now. If we kind of peel away everything and take a look, you can see we're below right now. So this is telling me that a short is coming to the downside because the 50 is about to cross at least a little bit of a dump down, possibly for a double bottom at 25,800 area, something like that, or maybe a higher low, but so range between 27.5 and 26.5. Long on OB token for profits, mate. Interesting. OBT, I don't know what OB token is. I really don't. UBIT I really liked. Remember, I talked about this recently. It was on my radar. I really liked it. The app, everything was money about it. It's actually up huge. I didn't like the liquidity, but we started looking at it down here at 3 cents. It already doubled up to 6 cents. Again, the liquidity is very basic, but UBIT, I like. It has an app, and you can kind of sell things all the time. You can buy and sell crypto. You can basically pay in cryptocurrency without realizing it. And you don't realize what's happening on the back end. It's pretty nice. True was a pretty easy play here. I just found this ascending triangle market for the move, and it looks like it can continue to the upside. Look how much momentum is left. All right. It is pushing back up. RSI is a little high, getting some bearish divergence, but the 1 hour suggested another move is coming. This thing could continue to push up. Then I would look for my 5 minute and look for some type of bull flag, bear flag. You can see it made a little flag here that eventually moved to the upside too as well. And that's how I trade these things. Just keep flagging them out. So now the 5 minute would have to make some type of flag before it can continue to the upside. This is how I play time frames. I make sure one time frame like the 1 hour looks good, and then I scalp on a smaller time frame for entry. True does look like it could get up and maybe possibly get all the way back up to 5 and 6/10 of a cent. OBIT. And I never know if someone actually works for the company and they're trying to make me talk about a coin. So send in a tier super chat. At least give your budget away if you're going to take over the show, right? Some alts are looking great. I think if Bitcoin pumps, alts can go crazy. I see a bunch of different action. I see some action here that's definitely making a move. You know what I mean? It's on my radar for sure. Someone asked about Radiant, RDNT. Let's take a look at what I see happening for Radiant on KuCoin. What I don't like is the low liquidity. Whenever you go to a smaller time frame and you can see that there's not a lot of liquidity, meaning the candles aren't full, tells me to just be careful. It's going to be harder to get the order filled. It's going to be a tighter spread. All right. It's also a descending triangle. Descending triangles tend to break down, and the daily doesn't look good to me. So that tells me that we could dump maybe for a double bottom here, but I wouldn't be trading that personally unless it would break out, retest this zone right here, one of these two areas for a retest. Bounce there or bounce there. I wouldn't touch it till it retests these two areas. Right now, I see a bearish move happening on the daily to the downside. All right. That's just what I see. 4 hours suggests, okay, we can get a pump back up to the upside. Do we see some bullish divergence? Slight right there, but really wasn't strong enough. Maybe a pump back up to the channel and then a double top. This also is an M pattern. And if Bitcoin takes a tumble, a lot of these coins will tumble back. So this looks bearish to me. I could be wrong. See if it bearishly retests that, and that would be a perfect short entry. But I would wait for it to break out and retest this point of control or this line here before I even take it seriously. Okay. S&P futures. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. We've gone over this for the last few days, and all we want is this consolidation. That's all we want. We want to see this consolidate a little more down, up, and get tighter in the zone. And then we could see a massive move for the S&P back to the upside. The daily is getting a little high, but could reset nicely. And this is just what we're looking at for the S&P. I would go over this shape over and over again. Remember, I called the bottom of the S&P back in October I publicly stated that that was likely going to be your bottom, and so far I've been 100% correct with that idea. Massive move ever since then to the upside, all the way from about 3,600 all the way to 4,250. That's a big move for the S&P, if you ask me. RXD is I thought that was like, I thought that's Radix or RD, you know, XRD. Yeah, XRD is funny. RXD. There's also RDNT. Interesting. Shout out to the Blue Crew. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Some alts are looking great. I think if Bitcoin, alts can go crazy. If Bitcoin just goes sideways, alts can go crazy. You know, you don't always need Bitcoin to pump. You need it to go sideways. Yeah, that's super, super important. Okay. Thanks. I also put my thoughts in the Discord group. Again, I learned a lot from you. And is this you, Little Dutchy? Going over Radiant. Guys, what do you think about Radiant chart of mine? Please comment. I don't know. It's so slight. That divergence is so slight. You know, it still is there, though. You could get a pump, but you have to remember, like, does it have the volume? Is there some news coming out? What's going on with the coin? You know what I mean? Game 1 NBA Finals, Nuggets, Miami, ball time. And may the Nuggets just completely annihilate Miami. You know, whenever you lose to a team, you want, maybe the best team win, though. I have a soft spot for Jimmy Butler. I do. Anyone that's the underdog that grinds hard, I love, you know. So I want to see Jimmy win. He's been through a lot. It's funny, they looked at all the last-minute buzzer beater games, and they found the last 4 of, like, the 5-6, Jimmy was on the other team. It was really weird. By complete coincidence, but like he lost some major loss. Like he's suffered some insane losses. So he's been through it all. I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to push to the upside no matter what. Heat in 7. Jimmy Butler is MJ's son. Do you really think so? You guys are funny. Honestly, Michael Jordan was way better. I have to be honest. Michael Jordan was, we've never seen a player like Michael Jordan to this day. LeBron Kobe was like the closest thing we had. What is it? Nikola Jokic. The guy is unbelievable, man. Right? So I think they get it's likely they get swept by the Nuggets. They don't even look as good as the team that Nuggets have swept already. You know what I mean? But anything is possible. I'm open-minded to see what happens. All right. Love you, bro. Shout out to D Shuffle. Love you too, man. New notebook walls are out of space. Let's go. New notebook walls are out of space. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Surfer taking notes. God bless you, man. MJ is the GOAT and LeBron second. LeBron? I don't know, man. To me, you have to have that full-blown attitude, and like he kind of seems like a whiner sometimes, man. Whatever. I should move on and be positive, but a lot of times I see that dude whining his face off. You know what I mean? Just like moaning. When we played him recently, there was a foul, and then we got into overtime, and like he sat on the ground crying. Like I have footage of it, and he's just sitting there whining like a baby till his trainer has to tell him to get off the floor. He wasn't hurt. He was like emotionally being a baby over the fact that like it was just crazy. You know what I mean? It was crazy. Anyway, he flops all the time. He just, for a 6'8" dude, he acts like a baby, man. Anyway, I probably wouldn't say that to his face, and I'm still amazed by what he's done with his life. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's corny, man. And he also didn't really stand behind some of the players during all that. I mean, I thought he was. You could find out who was who recently with what happened there in the NBA, and you know, the whole, you know, I won't even mention it, but you know what I mean. We found out who was real and who wasn't. Millionaire contracted Paul is complaining about playing a sport for all that money. Goons, right? LeBron is overrated. Never wanted him on my Laker team. You're so funny, man. Getting old now. I mean, he got swept by the Nuggets. Like, he didn't win one game. I mean, he's talking about Damian Lillard coming to Miami. He was supposed to lose to the Bucks, Knicks, and the Celtics. Only 3% chance. We believe. Let's go Heat. I mean, you guys must feel amazing. You have nothing. That's the one thing you guys have, is you have nothing to lose. It's like when the Bruins were playing Florida. Like, we could have won any game. Like, you know, but like we had all that pressure because the team was so whack. Like, there's no way we could lose, and we did. It gets in your head a lot like that. You know, RIP to Kobe Bryant. I still can't believe that he passed away like that. So weird. So weird. And I was just in Vegas on a helicopter not too long after he passed. I thought that was so strange. LeBron James married his high school sweetheart, never did drugs, gave thousands of kids scholarships and free school, built a school in Akron. No, I'm not saying he's not an amazing human. I'm just talking about his playership on the ground, on the court. That's all. Two different things, man. You know what I mean? We never mentioned anything about his character as a person. You know what I mean? We're just talking about kind of some of his on-court antics, which are pretty interesting. He passed away right before the lockdowns, right? Jimmy is a true leader. Jimmy's amazing. I love Jimmy. Jimmy's got that unsung hero feel that I just really like. You know what I mean? Like, if I had to spend 10 hours with someone and it was LeBron or Jimmy, it would be Jimmy Butler, man. Who would you spend a day with, Jimmy Butler or LeBron James? Let me know, you know? We've gone over Litecoin already. He's very talented, no disrespect. He's amazing. Honestly, he's done things I've never done before. So God bless. I mean, I look up to LeBron. He's an amazing person. Look at all the things he did in life. I mean, you know? So it is what it is, all right? Would spend a day with you, better chance to make money. Shout out to Rakshit Singh, my man. The professor, his moves are amazing, but not NBA level. I'm a European, and I'm sure it made me four, so it's great to experience NBA basketball. And sure, it may be so for me. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. The Heat had 3 undrafted players that started. Let that sink in. I know, 3 undrafted players. Dude, Martin was unbelievable. Like, the guy couldn't miss. Like, every time he stepped up, I was like, no. And he would hit it again and again and again and again. And I was just like, come on, my man. How are you going to continue to rip us apart like that? It was absolutely insane. All right. Remember, we're looking for Wild to make this flag on a bigger time frame and continue this pull to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if Wild did get it to 61 cents not too long from now. So there's opportunity, but you got to pay attention. When Bitcoin gets iffy, that's when the opportunity arises, but people aren't paying attention. The Fear and Greed Index is sitting at neutral at 52, 51 last week. Really hasn't moved in a while since the bigger greed last month at 55. I want to see it get into that shaded area. One more dip down to the low 20s or mid 20s would be amazing for me. Get that fear going. We could accumulate more and more Bitcoin. That would be the key. That would be the win. You know what I mean? Interesting. We got a bunch of interesting news right now coming at us. So let's get ready for the news and let's break it down for you. Give you a quick little foreshadowing of the news right now. I've seen you seen some olive oil. I get you seen that, right? I'll be right back with the news. God bless you all. Thank you for jumping on in. My name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I go make a show called The Crypto Lifer Show. I'm the Crypto Lifer. People know me as the Lifer. I breathe life into cryptocurrency. I breathe life into every situation of your life. I stay positive no matter what, and we push forward with the speed of light. I also like to show you kind of the new partnerships, big things that are happening, and behind the scenes connections that are being made as we rip through this market into the next bull run. So Ethereum liquid staking protocol Rocket Pool deploys on ZK Sync ERA. We talked about Rocket Pool back when it was 25 cents. Ethereum liquid staking protocol Rocket Pool deployed on ZK Sync ERA. This will make it cheaper to interact with its native liquid staking token. Ethereum staking provider Rocket Pool is deployed on the ZK Sync ERA network. This will be the first Ethereum liquid staking protocol to deploy on the newly launched network. It joins 58 projects that already live on it. By operating on ZK Sync ERA, Rocket Pool users will be able to move its tokens RETH faster and cheaper, enabling a more user-friendly experience in DeFi applications. Rocket Pool is already live on Ethereum Layer 2 networks, Optimism, and Arbitrum. This is another exciting step in our mission to lower barriers to entry and ensure everyone can participate in Ethereum's proof-of-stake system. Nick Ashley, marketing manager at Rocket Pool. By holding Rocket Pool's RETH on ZK Sync, users will continue to earn rewards backed by the most decentralized liquid staking protocol, while also enjoying ERA's faster speeds and lower transaction costs. It's all about those ZK rollups, everyone, and people are getting down and figuring it out. We talked about Rocket Pool. We have a video all about Rocket Pool we made months ago, a scripted video with amazing graphics to break up and show you what's happening in the space. That's amazing. Olive oil producer issues first Euro stablecoin denominated bond on Obligate's DeFi platform. The debt sale was the first of its kind for the French sustainable agricultural business. Lamar Olive Oil has issued an on-chain bond using Obligate in a first for the sustainable agricultural industry. The Switzerland-based decentralized finance platform said Thursday the French company's bond is the first issuance to be denominated in membrane finance Euro-E, which the company says is the only EU-regulated crypto stablecoin. The underwriting and structure process, including credit evaluation and ongoing risk monitoring, was conducted by Obligate's credit rating partner, Credora, the company said. Obligate, which is built on Polygon blockchain, helps small and medium-sized enterprises by providing a safe and transparent way of issuing, tracking, and setting debt. With the threshold to issue bonds lowered, companies in developing and emerging markets can gain increased access to funding. Smart contracts replace the role of the issuer, paying agent, and the settlement layer. Paying agent in the settlement layer of traditional bond issuance. That's like insane. Fact that they're actually doing a bond in a European stablecoin with an olive oil company. We're going to change the world, and you're going to do it one step at a time. Sui Blockchain signs multi-year deal with Red Bull Racing. Sui will roll out a series of digital experience for racing fans over the coming months. Sui, whose blockchain went live less than a month ago, has signed a multi-year deal to become the blockchain partner of Formula One's Oracle Red Bull Racing team. The blockchain's native token Sui rose by 1.7% before receding on the news. This is not Red Bull's first foray in the crypto industry. Last year, it signed a $150 million deal with derivatives exchange Bybit. The team said Sui will roll out a series of digital experiences for racing fans over the coming months. Sui's token was issued on May 3rd and debuted at $135 before being sold at between 0.03 and 10 cents, and it's currently trading at 97 cents. So people made a massive gain that got in on the lows, and they probably sold it off. That's why I didn't get into Sui yet. I've been waiting for it to kind of do its retracement. It's all over. I'm over it, and I know it's happening, but I'm basically waiting for it to kind of find its space. I have it in this falling wedge. Eventually, the daily will come back down for one more move. I'm waiting for it to kind of figure out its way. If it can get back above a resistance and use it as support, Sui would be a nice move. Long term, maybe a great investment. I'm not ready to start DCAing into Sui yet. Sui, however you want to say it. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. The 4 hours suggest that we could get a bit of a move here, but it doesn't look amazing. It could even just get rejected by the top of the channel. So I'm not a huge fan yet, but it is starting to get that rounded bottom, and rounded bottoms pay the bills over time. We could possibly DCA on the dips on side of this bowl before it starts to make a bigger move to the upside. Sui's definitely on my radar, and I believe it could make you some money. But right now, I don't believe this is the time. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I don't believe this is the time to jump on in to Sui. You can feel the slowness of the market here on this Thursday. Kids are getting out of school now. A lot of kids getting out of school this week. My kid gets out of school, I believe, the 8th or the 9th. Then the traveling starts, right? My wife wants to go to California, all sorts of different stuff happening. You may catch me in Santa Ana, Laguna Beach area. I'm still deciding whether I want to go to California. But it is a chance that I do end up in California. So anyone here in California that could hook up the lifer, hang out with me, chill. We could go to dinner, hang out, just see what's up. Maybe trade a little bit on the beach. Let me know if you're from Laguna Beach, Santa Ana, California area, somewhere outside of Anaheim. If you ever see the 1 hour, 8 hour, and the daily all resetting at the same time, and your time in crypto, yeah, many times I've seen it. And honestly, I've seen that happen and have it actually still not play out, but most of the times it does. And then gradual pump. Now Asia can buy Bitcoin. I'm in Cali, OC area. Don't go to Cali. It's all going to hell. I'll be out here in California. I'll be on the beach, man. So we got a bunch of people in Cali. Are you going to be near Laguna Beach? Let me know. I'm going to start kind of planning my escape to California. I'm going to be there for 1 week and then I'm out. Trust me, I'm only hanging out for a little bit. Yeah, I'm in SoCal. Anaheim is 40 minutes away. And I lived for 4 months of my life. For the 3.5 months, I lived in Venice Beach. My sister lived in Venice Beach for about 10 years of her life. So anytime I went to visit her, I would go out to Venice Beach and kick it. Made a couple trips out there. I've been a long time since I've been to California. Used to go a lot. Ever since she moved, really no reason to go out to Cali to visit her. She moved back, I'd say about, let's say now, time is flying, about 12 years ago. When I was about 28, 29 years old, she moved back, and she's been in New York ever since. Be in San Fran the week of the 19th, lifer. Shout out to Crypto Billy, man. God bless you, brother. Be careful in San Fran, Crypto Billy. I know you can handle yourself. Just be careful, man. That's becoming like a war zone over there. Yikes. We still have law and order here in Boston. It's not out of control yet. We still have actual law and order here in Boston. Fun times are coming for you, my man. Shout out to Jordan Thomas. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you all for being here. And I have a dance recital for my daughter that I kind of have to get ready for. When my wife asked me to kind of, if I could cut the stream a little short, I didn't want to. But if I could cut the stream a little short, it would be the nice thing to do. So that's what I'm attempting to do here. We went over the news. We went over Bitcoin. Is your sister single? No, my sister is not single. Don't ask me that again. Both my sisters both have a boyfriend. One of my sisters is a twin. She's my twin sister. The other sister is older. All right? But don't be asking me if my sisters are single, man. You know I'm an Irish guy, and I'm traditional. You know better than that. But again, maybe you're just asking. You know, I don't know if you think they look like me and you think I'm good looking. I don't know what that means, right? Now I'm wondering if you're looking at the way I look and you're kind of, you're like, you know, you're putting like a wig on my head. No, I'm just joking around. I'm just joking around. He goes, dang, you're just a single man. But you never know. Maybe you could woo her away. You know, if you have enough money and enough charm, you never know. You get my older sister, that would be the one to work on. You know what I mean? Surf most of the time. Those beaches in California, man. Amen. Amen. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. I haven't done the voices in a while. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up here. What character is that? What character is that? Who am I playing? Hey, Meg, I always loved you. I never wanted to leave you at the gas station like they made me do in the movies. Shout out to everybody here. I played a cop. I played a fireman. It doesn't matter, okay? I love Millie's. I love all the great rappers in Boston. It doesn't matter, okay? I can do this. You can do it. I can do it. We can all do it together. Babe, I played a cop. I played a fireman. It doesn't matter, babe. I can get it done. All right? I'm going to go to the gym first. I'm going to drink a protein shake, and then we're going to get it done. It's Mayor Menino. That's so funny. Homer Simpson, Bill Clinton. You guys are so funny, man. Marky Mark is a classic. Richard Nixon, Wahlberger. You guys are hilarious. And it's funny. Since my dad passed, I hadn't done the voices yet. And the other day I said, man, I haven't done the voices in a while. Thunder Buddy, man. Can you do Jordan Cameron? Hey, I'm going to eat a sock. Everyone, I'm going to eat a sock. I got to eat a sock over here. You know, I'm going to eat a sock. And then, I'm going to show you some TA, and I'm going to eat a sock. I mean, come on, you. Oh, the bears. Oh, the bears. Look at all the bears all upset. The bears are crying. All the bears are out there crying. That's my Jordan Cameron, man. Me and him. Funny, I haven't, messed with him in a long time. It's funny, we used to talk and go back to each other. I haven't really hadn't, I really needed good TA, so I haven't been watching his channel recently. No, I'm just messing around. I'm messing around. He's a good dude, man. God bless him. Anyone that pushes forward every single time is amazing. The market maker. Yeah, I've listened to Traders Reality in a long time too, man. How could I DM you to hang in Laguna? Just email my wife at cryptolifers@gmail.com. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know what's going down. You know what I mean? Tell us a little bit about yourself if you can, and then we're ready to go. So everyone, that's it for the day. If I see anything new, I'm going to be posting it to the trading group. Anything coming our way, it's going to be interesting to me. Ocean's been interesting. All right. It seemed, it wanted to pump in the daily. Daily got a little high. I would expect, either a pullback to this lower level. Something's interesting brewing for Ocean, though. It's in this giant cup and handle. The daily could even move even further up. Let's look at our 3-day chart. 3-day chart suggests that it could get a bit of a pump here and continue to the upside. I like this flag for Ocean. It may take some more consolidation. It may go up and down a few more times like this. But for the most part, I do see Ocean beginning to make a breakout at one point. A lot of the AI tokens finally bottomed and seemed to got a little higher with that AGX push to the upside. So I'm watching AGIX and all these other coins a little closer to than I was before. All right. California is a great place to carry. I lived there most of my life. It has deteriorated greatly. It really is, man. It's so sad. You Boston guys in your TA. Shout out to Tony Rosas, man. God bless you, brother. And again, I honor you and your Miami Heat, man. You guys beat us fair and square, Tony. God bless you, brother. I hope you get to see a game. I don't know if you're going to get to go to a game, but maybe you get to go to a game. I mean, it must be nice to watch a real team like the Denver Nuggets. I'm just joking. I can give it, but I can't take it, right? Over here. But normally that was a very high sensitive day for me. Just came from home to my mom. It was just a tough morning, in all honesty. North Cal mountains here, beautiful nature. That's the thing, too. California just has the coast. It has the mountains. It's a beautiful place to be, I'll go to Catalina Island, right? I'll rent a little golf cart. I'll drive around. John Thomas just gifted 5 more Lifer memberships. John, I don't know who you are or what a blessed person you are, but you're super nice, man. Thank you for gifting more. And then people were able to scoop it up. Whoever got to scoop them up, dude, that's amazing. Shout out to all the memberships here, man. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all for jumping on in. Thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate all the awesome TA. Learning a lot and making profits. No eat, no pay. Take care, baby. Yeah, let's hit no eat, no pay one more time. If it makes you feel that good, why not get it moving? And here's no eat, no pay, baby. Hold on. That's not no eat, no pay. This is messing with me. Wow. This is weird. It's like not playing no eat, no pay. This is freaking me out right now. It got like the names confused, like the program was messed up. There's no barley, no parley. Amen. I don't know what that means, but yes. That's got paid, now eating. Go Heat. Trash talking sports is the best, especially with Boston natives. My brother lived there, and it was easy to get him going about sports, man. Enjoy your holiday, man. I'm going to celebrate my B-Day this weekend as well. I don't have any holidays coming, man, but thank you. Oh, I guess like when the kids get off of work, for school, I guess, yeah. Wish you all the best, love and peace. Enjoy will help the lower entities away as your frequency is high. Amen. Amen. No eat, no pay. No pay, no eat. I know, right? Goes both ways. Someone asked about Super Farm. It's super, super low. It's attempting to kind of drag its way on out. The 3-day chart suggests you can get a big move. It's got a complex inverted head and shoulder. I could see it getting a nice pump to the upside here. Base, it stays above this point of control, and my area that I'm looking for is 25 cents to take some profits, maybe even a little bit before that. But I mean, that's an inverted complex head, a complex inverted head and shoulder. Does suggest that it can get a nice pump to the upside. So I'd be watching this closely for a nice move to the upside. Super USDT on the 3-day chart. Shout out to Hash Puppy for the birthday, man. God bless you, brother. Happy birthday to you, my man. Happy birthday to you. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me. And that is your time. As I run on out of here a little earlier than normal. Everyone, I love you. Thank you so much for jumping on in. I appreciate you all. Shout out to all the super chats. Shout out to all the memberships. 17 new members, $17 in chat revenue. Coincidence? I don't think so. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow on the next live stream. God bless. Definitely join the trading group today. I will change your life. Give me 1 month to change your life. If you don't think I've changed your life in 1 month, you can skid on out of here. Give me 1 month to change your life. I'll push so hard for you every single day.